Well, welcome back to our White Flag Devotionals. We're going to jump into our text in Mark 10, verses 32 through 52. It's a bit of a chunk of scripture, so follow along with me. And they were on the road going up to Jerusalem, and Jesus was walking ahead of them, and they were amazed, and those who followed were afraid. And taking the 12 again, he began to tell them what was to happen to him, saying, "See, we are going up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man will be delivered over to the chief priests and the scribes, and they will condemn him to death and deliver him over to the Gentiles. And they will mock him and spit on him and flog him and kill him, and after 3 days he will rise." And James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came up to him and said to him, "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you." And he said to them, "What do you want me to do for you?" And they said to him, "Grant us to sit, one at your right hand and one at your left, in your glory." Jesus said to them, "You do not know what you are asking. Are you able to drink the cup that I drink, or be baptized with the baptism with which I am baptized?" And they said to him, "We are able." And Jesus said to them, "The cup that I drink, you will drink, and with the baptism with which I am baptized, you will be baptized. But to sit at my right hand or at my left is not mine to grant, but it is for those for whom it has been prepared." And when the 10 heard it, they began to be indignant at James and John. And Jesus called them to him and said to them, "You know that those who are considered rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great ones exercise authority over them. But it shall not be so among you. But whoever would be great among you must be your servant. And whoever would be first among you must be slave of all. For even the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." And they came to Jericho. And as he was leaving Jericho with his disciples and a great crowd, Bartimaeus, a blind beggar, the son of Timaeus, was sitting by the roadside. And when he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." And many rebuked him, telling him to be silent. But he cried out all the more, "Son of David, have mercy on me." And Jesus stopped and said, "Call him." And they called the blind man, saying to him, "Take heart, get up, he is calling you." And throwing off his cloak, he sprang up and he came to Jesus. And Jesus said to him, "What do you want me to do for you?" And the blind man said to him, "Rabbi, let me recover my sight." And Jesus said to him, "Go your way, your faith has made you well." And immediately he recovered his sight and followed him on the way. Now, on Saturdays, as we move away from today and you continue the reading plan throughout the weekend and join us for our live stream on Sunday morning, we're calling you to spend quiet time with God, to read the scriptures and to sit alone with him for a considerable amount of time. And so we're going to start that practice. I want to start that practice today. So we're not going to go into this scripture. I'm gonna ask you to read it again, rewind the video if you want to, and listen to it being read again. I want you to read it, pray through it, listen to God speak through his word, and then repeat. Read it again, pray through it again, sit alone with God and allow him to speak. And then after you've done that a few times, then you can consult some authors, some commentaries on it, kind of read through it, look to some trusted sources to help you guide through the scripture. But first, before you get there, read it, pray through it, and sit alone with God with it, and see how God speaks through his word to you. Then look up some trusted sources on the context of the scripture and the background of it and some teaching on it that maybe some different angles you didn't see in it. But first, before you get there, read it on your own, listen to God speak through it. Practice this quiet time with God and his word so we can really listen. Remember, as we talked back in the other devotional about really listening to God. Listen to him as he speaks to you through his word. Thanks for being with us.